And welcome to the home of the Buccos since 2001, PNC Park in Pittsburgh. Today, the third and final game in this three-game series between the New York Mets and the Pittsburgh Pirates. It's going to be a premier pitching matchup. Two of the league's hardest throwers go head-to-head next. Jameson Taillon will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, this guy comes into this start, Matt, having lost 2 of his last 3 starts, so you know he wants to get off on the right foot in this one. One of the keys, getting outs early and establishing his off-speed pitch repertoire early on in this one. We'll see if he can do that in this one here today.
Now at the plate, Juan Lagares, and we are ready for some daytime baseball.
Lagares.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Underway now in the Sunday finale as the first pitch today is taken for strike 1. And guys, as we take a look at the Pirates coming into this afternoon, they come in scuffling a bit of late, just 2-4 over their last 6 games.
Yeah, Matty, this is the big one right here. They've split the first 2 games of this series. You want to steal one right here and be feeling good about yourself.
Yeah, Dero, I think one of the things you want to do, you get to the 3rd game, you'd like to win this series and finish it off by winning Game 3. It's always nice to win a series, whether it's at home or on the road, so this is a big one for this ball club.
Hit on the ground toward the left. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And the throw will be too late as he can't recover in time.
Well, as we take another look at it, you can see that this thing kind of handcuffed him and he couldn't make the play. Comes off the heel of the glove and the leadoff man is aboard.
And here's the former first-round draft choice, Brandon Nimmo. No balls and 1 strike. On its way, the 0-1 pitch.
Nope.
Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball 1. And there are the umpires working this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Patrick Johnson.
You know, D-Roll, Patty Johnson, decent strike zone, but isn't always super consistent. I think that's one of the things that irritates players and pitchers.
Yeah, you're going to see a few glares, not only from the offensive guys, but maybe the guy on the mound as well. He needs to be a little bit more consistent.
Nimmo with an even count of 2-2 now. Just missed with the 2-2 count, and it runs full now. Lagares aboard here at first with nobody out.
Might have been cheating for another fastball, trying to get the head to that one early. Pitcher pulled the string with a nasty breaking ball and had him a little bit out in front.
From the belt, kicks and deals. Now Nimmo connects out to deep right field. And this will get all the way to the wall now. And now they'll have runners at the corners to start off the inning.
No mistake what he was sitting on, looking for a dead red piece of cheese middle of the plate, and he didn't miss it.
Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos, as he'll take a first pitch curveball right down the middle for strike 1. Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. Now the 0-1. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. After it is Marte. He's there to make the catch, and here comes the runner from third as this should get him on the board. The run comes across to score, and they jump ahead 1-0.
Got his job done there and made it look pretty simple. Got it into the outfield to bring home the first run of the game and pick up the RBI.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Yoenis Cespedes. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. He's ready. Here's the first offering. There's a good breaking ball as it gets the bottom of the zone.
Okay, I see where this guy's going, right? He wants to pitch backwards, a little 0-0 curveball. Don't be shocked if this hitter's sitting all over that same pitch right here.
Throw over to the bag, and a dive, but he's back in. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2.
Hey, make a pitch right here and get out of this. Get the boys in the dugout and regroup a little bit. One run is not going to kill you.
Runner at first here, one man out. Cespedes behind a ball and 2 strikes.
I think if he executes that pitch on the corner instead of off of it, he probably gets some pretty weak contact, if anything. He jammed him pretty hard on the previous pitch, so my bet was he was going to try to cheat on the inside part, thinking it might be coming again.
Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now. The 2-2. Hit in the air out to straightaway left. Dickerson's there. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. And now a chance to meet the Mets. Mark DeRosa, what's your take on him this afternoon on the road?
Yeah, Matty, this lineup is an interesting case study. Because if you're not a big believer in batting average, this team, they're in the bottom third of batting average, so they have to do it a little bit differently. They have to move traffic and drive the baseball out of the ballpark and into the gaps. We've seen that be successful before. Let's see if it happens again today.
So we're runner at first here with 2 gone in the inning, and set to stand in the fine second baseman Robinson Cano. He's set. Here it comes. And he fouls this one off. A 1 pitch on its way. Slider taken here. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 out with the man at first. On the ground to the left side. There's Frazier at second for the out, and the inning is over. So it's 1 run on 1 hit, 1 error, and a runner left. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. The Mets lead this one 1-0. Noah Syndergaard, a right-hander from the state of Texas, is the man on the mound here. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Well, this guy's kind of unique. How about a 5-pitch repertoire that he has? That gives him a lot of options for both righties and lefties. And if he's on, he could be really tough to hit.
Stepping in, Adam Frazier. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the Pirates, the second baseman, Adam.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Tight break with the slider there. Catches the inside for a strike. These Mets, fellas, as they take the field here today, 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Hey, thanks, Matty. Hey, you know what, D-Roll? Try to get on a kind of a little mini winning streak here. Losing the first game of this series, winning game 2, and hopefully winning this series by pulling one out here today.
Yeah, Dan, they were able to shower that first loss off in the first game of this series and had a nice bounce-back game yesterday. Let's see if they can steal a series right here.
Shot to first, and there's 1 away. Now a moment here at PNC to take a look at the Pirates lineup card in this one. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
Well, Matt, I'm going to be paying close attention to Starling Marte. He's stolen 40 bases already this season, and I wanted to see if his speed comes to play in this one. He impacts a lot of games with his legs, and I wouldn't be at all surprised if he does that again here today.
Striding in, Colin Moran, and he'll be looking to change his fortunes in this one. He's seen his numbers take a bit of a dive in recent action. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he gets ahead 0-1. Syndergaard, or Thor as he's often known. He was a first-round pick back in the 2010 first-year player draft.
Yeah, Matt, you cannot miss on your first rounder, and they didn't with this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar.
Down the third baseline, but this will get foul for strike two. And you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number two. That was a nasty looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. A classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
Here's Starling Marte, and you see what he's done in recent action. Obviously seeing the ball well right now. Here's the pitch. And a first pitch sinker is over for strike one. Career numbers versus Syndergaard. He's 0 for 5. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. There's a shin-high slider laid off for a ball. Hit sharply on the ground, and the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. And that means that Corey Dickerson will bat with 2 out.
He had him on the ropes right there. Count leverage, 2 strikes against the batter. He's going to have to put that in the memory bank because that guy made a nice 2-strike approach right there. Made a nice 2-strike adjustment.
Here's a look over to first, and the runner back. And again a throw, and he has to dive, but he's back in easily. And again a throw over, and the fans don't like this at all. Standing in now, Corey Dickerson. He swings and grounds it to short. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. Second inning coming up from PNC Park. It's the Mets 1 and the Pirates nothing. Here's Jed Lowry now. 2 hits and 8 tries for the series.
Off for the Mets, the third baseman, number 4, Jed Lowry.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Nope.
Up and in there with the first pitch fastball. It's ball 1. Well, fans of good pitching are in for a treat today. What can we expect from today's matchup, guys?
I know everyone loves the long ball, Matty, but this is why I pay the price of a ticket right here. 2 of the game's best, 2 of the hardest throwers competing at the top of their game. Dan, you have to love this stuff.
You know, D-Row, we thought coming into this one it was going to be a low-scoring affair. Both of these pitchers look like they're locked in early, and runs are going to be really difficult to come by. They both look like they're on point so far.
That's ball 2.
2-1 the count. Now the 2-1 here to Lowry.
That's a ball.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Call didn't go his way on 2-1, but it's important here on 3-1 to still make a quality pitch. You have to have the mindset that you're still the one in the driver's seat.
And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. And Lowry swings and misses, and he's down on strikes for route number 1.
Time for a look at the Buccos on D. And let's take a look at Starling Marte, another one of those super athletic outfielders of the new regime. Ability to cover ground, can play multiple positions in the outfield and hit in the middle of the order.
Now at the plate, Dominic Smith. His batter-pitcher line against Jamison Tyone. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. First pitch of the at-bat. A ball and no strikes. Smith, 23 years old. He's in his 3rd season as a major league player. We're in the second, 1-0 Mets early on. High in the air out to center field. Marte is under it. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Batting it, the shortstop, Adeiny Echeverria.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And into bat next, the slick fielding shortstop, Adeiny Echeverria. First offering on its way. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike.
Well, they got to him in the first inning, which is huge, but he looks a lot more settled into this ball game right now. He's not the kind of pitcher you want to let get into a groove out there.
And this is high, a ball and a strike. And he's a little too high with that one. 2 balls and a strike.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2.
2 balls.
2 out, nobody on. Swung on in the dirt for the 3rd strike. Cervelli corrals it, and that ends the inning. Pretty painless half of the inning all told. On now to the bottom of the second. The Mets are out on top, 1-0. At the plate, Lonnie Chisenhall, and he really thrives in the batter's box here at home. Something to keep an eye on in this one. First delivery to him on the way. Grounded foul off to the right side. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. Tried to shoot the corner and he missed it. 2-2.
This kind of hitter right here, we call this guy a grinder. What are grinders? They just kind of foul off some good pitches. They lay off the pitches just off the plate. This is every pitcher's nightmare. A guy that's up there with a plan.
There's Cano. And a great athletic play to get him. Man, wow.
Here's the defensive alignment for the New York Metropolitans.
Let's go.
And let's focus on Wilson Ramos. He's an absolute brick wall behind the plate. And if you miss middle over the heart of the plate, he could turn it around with a 3-run bomb.
So the base is empty here with one away, and that'll bring up the right-handed hitting Francisco Cervelli. First pitch coming. Here it is. Good pitch to hit, a sinker down the chute, but it's taken for a strike.
Pretty good pitch to hit there that he let go. I know it's early and they're probably wanting to run his pitch count up, but he may not get another pitch like that to swing at the rest of the game.
Counts even at 1-1 to Cervelli. Bases are empty, one man out. Here's the 1-2 delivery. And this ball is popped up, drifting back behind the mound. And the off-balance throw will be too late, so a good effort that time, but it's an infield single.
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step one, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
Digging in, Gregory Polanco. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and one away. First pitch on its way. Gets a good piece of it there, but this is foul off toward the third base coaching box. Cervelli, a runner at first with one gone in the inning. And this ball hits the first base bag. And that's through for a hit. And he will reach it first, but it's very possible that he might have had two bases there had that ball not hit the bag.
Hey, you know what? Right there, he executed a pitch. He can't worry about where it's going. He just wants to put it on the ground right there, give his defense a chance to work, and it found a hole, period, the end.
Stepping in now, Kevin Kramer. And he puts it on the ground to second. Oh, how about Cano? One there on to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw.
Boy, that was a smooth play, wasn't it? Great job to lay out and make the stop, and then to feed the second from his knees for the out. Pretty impressive display there.
In now, Jamison Taillon as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. Here it comes. Strike swinging, timing a little off on that one. Runner aboard at first here with two gone in a 1-1 ball game. Pirates pitcher at the plate with a 1-2 count.
Classic strikeout pitch right there on 0-2. It's the one we know he loves going to, but great recognition to lay off in that spot.
The 1-2. This is skied into the air to straightaway center. Lagares is under it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. One in the inning for the Pirates on a couple of hits. We'll go now to the top of the third. All tied at 1-1. So here now's the pitcher, Noah Syndergaard. 9-1-2 due up.
Syndergaard.
Here comes the first pitch. Well above the letters with the fastball that time. Ball 2 as the breaking ball misses inside.
And this guy can hit a little bit too, so you just can't lay one in there. 2-0.
2-0 count. The pitch. 3-0 now.
Just a little bit off to start the third now. That's 3 straight balls.
And that misses as well. It's ball 4, and it's a 4-pitch walk to the pitcher leading off the inning. Wow.
Wow, if that's not a strike, I don't know what is. I know these subs have a tough job. I get it. We'll see if he gets the next borderline call or if there are any makeup calls coming up.
Here's Juan Lagares now. He's got a base hit tonight. Reached on an error and then eventually scored in his first at-bat. Here's the first pitch to him. There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike.
Nice job by the pitcher right there to establish himself back into the strike zone. Would have liked to have seen the hitter been a little bit more aggressive in that situation. Usually when a pitcher throws 4 balls in a row, that next pitch you could get super greedy right down the middle.
There's a swing and a high pop-up. And Chisenhall calls for it and takes it for the first out.
Now batting, right fielder, Brandon Nimmo.
So digging in now, Brandon Nimmo. He singled his last time up.
Yeah, guys, still the only hit in this game so far. They've been pretty well shut down. Guys on the mound have really much controlled the whole outcome up until this point.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. In there, 0-1.
Oh, he thanks his lucky stars right there getting away with that hanger. I cannot believe he didn't pull the trigger on that pitch.
Ball. 1-1.
That one looked like it could easily have gone the other way. There's a big difference between 0-2 and 1-1. But now this next pitch probably becomes the biggest of the at-bat.
The 1-1. Line drive to center field. But sadly for him, this will head straight to the center fielder as he puts it away without much trouble for the second out.
Number 40, Wilson Ramos.
Now at the plate, Wilson Ramos earned himself an RBI with a sac fly his last time at the plate. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a fastball's in there for strike 1. Syndergaard, the runner at first with 2 gone. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. Frazier is there and the side is retired. Mets leave 1 after 2.5. It remains a 1-1 ball game. And that'll bring in Adam Frazier. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, it's always a little frustrating when you square one up. You hit a solid line drive like he did, and all you have to show for it is a jog back to the dugout. That can get in your head for a little while.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Pretty well hit deep down the line in right, but that's back into the seats. Foul. Ready with the 0-2. Again, he sends it out of play. Line drive caught by Hechavarria. A rough start to the home third. There's one away.
The batter, the third baseman, Colin Moran.
One away now in the Pittsburgh third, and that'll bring up Colin Moran. First pitch coming. Here it is. First pitch is a curveball that's inside. 1-0. And it's 2-0 now to Colin Moran.
Remember, he was a strikeout victim last time up, but this at bat seems to be a totally different direction. He's showing good patience now, and he's got a real good count at 2-0.
2-1 after the foul ball there. The 2-1 home. 2 balls and 2 strikes now. 1 out, nobody on. Third foul ball in a row, and this is turning into a pretty good at bat. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. Count remains 2-2.
Hey, I'm biased to the hitter right now. Keep frustrating that pitcher. Foul 12 of these things off. He's going to miss over the heart of the plate at some point.
Hit in the air down the right field line. And foul. Keeps fighting him off. The 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Cano with it at second. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Now batting, the center fielder, Starling Marte.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up Starling Marte. Now here's the pitch. And boy, a high strike called there. That's not all that consistent, but it's strike 1.
You can clearly see that the hitter didn't like that strike call, and his manager, he didn't like it either, as he's giving the umpire an earful from that dugout.
Here's the 0-1. And he lays off for ball 1.
That's the kind of pitch that reminds me of many reasons why I wasn't a very good hitter. This thing was inside and coming in hot, and he just gave a stone cold take. I'm bailing out of the way if I'm in the box, no doubt about it.
And he's keeping it down here, and that's a called strike 2. The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2. And here's a pitch inside, and that got him.
Oh, and that was a big mistake right there. This guy might be their best base stealing threat in the lineup, so now he's got a chance to move into scoring position without even putting the ball into play.
Into the box now, Corey Dickerson. A pitch out, the throw, and even a pitch out can't do the trick. He's in there at second. So he swipes second despite the pitch out.
Yeah, it seemed like everyone in the building knew he was going to be running there, right? Didn't make a difference, though. He got a great jump and absolutely burned it down to second to get in safely.
Ball 2 now.
Well, he's got a base open to use right here, and it looks like he might not be afraid to do that by the way he's pitching him.
A strike, and it's 2-1.
That's a nasty pitch right there. You got to tip your hat as the hitter. You get a nasty slider like that, there's nothing you can do. Actually, a quality take.
Here's the 2-1. And he misses again, ball 3.
He's gotten himself into a little bit of trouble out here. Middle of the order up in a run-scoring situation, and now he might have to challenge him. Going to have to make some good pitches here.
The 3-1 pitch. That's in there, and it'll run the count to full 3-2.
You know he wants to end this inning right here on 3-2, but I don't think we'll see him lay one in on the next pitch there with a base open to work with.
And that's outside. He lost him, ball 4.
The first baseman, number 5,
Lonnie Chisenhall will stand in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Yeah, Matty, and it looked like a sinker in his last AB that got him to roll over. Kind of similar situation right here. Similar stuff on the mound. Look for them to try and get him to do exactly the same thing as his.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Pirates strand a couple. We've played 3 full. We're tied at 1. Here's the left fielder, Yoenis Cespedes. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far.
Yoenis Cespedes.
The pitch. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
Is that gun reading right there? Because that just registered at 91 miles an hour on a slider. If he's working that pitch, that's most guys' fastballs. It's going to be a long game.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. The next 1-2 pitch. Drilled on the ground is short. To his left, Kramer. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th.
Now back.
And so after getting the ground ball with the fastball on that last pitch, that'll segue perfectly to our pitch speed comparison for these two starters. And folks, that is not a misprint. He's been clocked at over 100 miles an hour so far. My goodness. Stepping up to the plate, Robinson Cano. First offering on its way. Slapped hard the opposite way. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Boy, sometimes they say you hit it hard, good things will happen. Well, that's not the case right there. That was a bullet that just stayed up, and it's caught in the outfield.
Standing in now, Jed Lowry. As he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Lowry, a switch hitter that stands in at an even 6 feet tall. This is his 12th season in the big league, so he's put together a really nice career to this point.
Yeah, Matty, this guy has had an amazing career. And you know what? It's a testament to how hard he's worked, the changes he's had to make. This is a game of adjustments, and you don't hang around this long if you're not prepared to make some adjustments along the way.
Outside, 3-0 now. From the windup, the 3-0 pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Marte is underneath this one. As he puts this one away, the side is retired. Down in order go the Mets. We'll go to the bottom of the fourth, tied 1-1. And welcome back to Pittsburgh as we check in on the field with Heidi.
Matt, I had a chance to catch up with manager Clint Hurdle during the commercial break about the Pirates offense. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. Yes, they've only scored 1 run, but he said they've done a great job of forcing the pitch count up, and he thinks that's going to lead to more offense for them as this game goes on.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Here's the catcher, Francisco Cervelli, set to lead us off in the home half of the fourth inning.
Francisco Cervelli.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And he takes a cold strike. 0-1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Nope. Too much bite on the breaking ball that time as it's well off the outside. On a good pitch there, had him stretching to get out there, and it's 2-2 now.
Ugly swing right there. That pitch wasn't even close, and he offered at it. I'm not sure right now if I'm the pitcher, you could probably throw anything you want up there, and this guy's going to swing at it.
He stays alive, still 2-2. The 2-2 one more time. Breaking ball well inside and taken for ball 3. The 3-2 pitch is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. Opportunity now to look at some of the future plans for this Mets organization as our Road to the Show report spotlights a couple of guys that have been playing very well in recent action. Here's Gregory Polanco. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Ball 1 taken just off the inside. Now a swing and a fly ball. Nimmo in pursuit. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away.
Now batting, number 44.
Stepping up now, Kevin Kramer, reached by way of a fielder's choice his first time around.
Yeah, I need to see some solid contact right here. Certainly it'll get the confidence going. He's been slumping pretty hard.
First offering on its way. And here's a called strike at the knees. Don't think he liked that one too much, but it's 0-1. 1 run on 3 hits and 1 error in the contest for the Pirates so far. Sinker, 1 ball, 1 strike. And that misses. 2-1.
That's where he wants that sinker to end up, but that was a nice job of laying off.
Swing and a miss. 2-2 now.
That is such a tough pitch to lay off right there, but you have to find a way. There's nothing you're going to do with that low sinker except foul it into your shin or hit a ground ball to the left side. The 2-2 one more time.
just hung in there on that one. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And a good fastball swung on and missed for strike 3, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Pirates. 5th inning coming up, tied at 1. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with Mickey Callaway, the Mets skipper, about his lineup's performance so far. And he told me the quality of their swings needs to improve as the game moves forward. He said it's been pretty apparent that they're just not finding a lot of hard contact today. There have been a lot of outs on softly hit balls, and while most of the credit for that goes to the opposing pitching, he said it's important for them to continue to make adjustments at the plate. It's games like these where they have to get back to the basics and find a way to generate some offense.
Baseman, number 22.
Okay, thank you, Heidi.
Dominic Smith.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. So earlier in the broadcast, we mentioned that we might be seeing a pitcher's duel today, and these two guys have certainly delivered on that promise.
You know, Matt, sometimes it's really hard to put a finger on why a guy pitches well and why a guy is having a very difficult time. So far, he hasn't had a very good season, but you know this, when you have the stuff that this guy has, he's 1 out, 1 inning, 1 pitch away from turning things back around. And he's pitching more now like the guy we thought he was going to be.
The next 0-2. That's inside and low. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
I can't blame him one bit out on the mound. I'm shocked he didn't pick up the rosin bag and see if he could get a foul ball on that one. He had to see if he would swing way outside the zone.
That misses, and we're even at 2-2. And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2.
Wow, from 0-2 to 3-2, and that last pitch on 2-2 wasn't even close. He had this guy in the ropes, but now he let him right back into this at bat.
3-2 pitch. And a good eye here as he takes ball 4, and it's a base on balls to lead off the 5th inning.
Man, when the game is tied, the last thing you can afford to do is walk the leadoff hitter. Got to focus on getting that ground ball now.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Adeiny Echeverria. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. In there for strike 1, 0-1. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Well outside with the curveball for a ball.
He still might be looking for that release point on that curveball early in this outing. That one looked like it popped out of his hand behind his ear instead of out front. We'll see if he finds that pitch because it'll be important for him.
The 1-1. Takes a pitch for strike number 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Smith on at first, nobody out. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Ball 3. 3-2 now.
These last 2 guys are making him work quite a bit out there. Both have been long at bats, and all in all, he's had to make 13 throws just to them so far.
Now the 3-2 pitch. And he lays off there, ball 4. So back-to-back walks have him in business here with nobody out. And now time is called here as their pitching coach is going to pay a quick visit to the mound to discuss how they want to attack things here. The pitcher, Noah Syndergaard, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation. So let's see if that is indeed on right here. He's set and the pitch. And no surprise to see the pitcher squaring around as he gets this one down. The second for 1, but he'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the 1 out.
That was kind of a high degree of difficulty play that time. You see the off-balance throw to second base, and he couldn't get a lot on it, but they did get the out.
Here's Juan Lagares as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Here's the 0-1. Now a double play ball here as this is on the ground to third. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. A couple of walks, but no damage. We're back with more on a Sunday afternoon following this. Next to hit will be the pitcher, Jameson Taillon. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Jameson Taillon.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Well thrown sinker that time, down but in the strike zone. Really feels like he's just on cruise control out there on the mound right now.
Yeah, it really does, Matt, but this offense isn't helping him too much. It sort of feels like the next team to score is going to win this thing.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Well, you know you've got it working on the mound when they're swinging right through it, even when you're putting it right down the middle of the strike zone. Not the greatest of game plans, though.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Hops this one up. And that'll get down for a base hit.
Hey, I've been impressed with this guy. Not only has he thrown the ball well, but now he's mixing in a base hit late in the game, giving his manager options. Whether or not he wants a pinch run, keep him in there, go to the relief. I mean, he's opened up a whole weaponry box for the manager.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Adam Frazier. He's been a little unfortunate so far with a couple of hard hit balls that have resulted in lineouts. From the belt, kicks and deals. Line to the right side. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
These guys are in perfect position to break through right here and to take the lead. There is without question nothing tougher than back-to-back singles. You don't know if they're going to bunt. You don't know. They can do so. They have so many options at their disposal right now.
Into the box, Colin Moran, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. Taillon on second. Frazier on at first with nobody out. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be aggressive. You can pretty much count on a pitcher. He's trying to get back in the strike zone. And with 2 guys on base right here, it's time to grip it and rip it.
Now the 2-0. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
Well, nothing can make you question yourself on that mound more than 3 straight balls to a guy you know that you should go right after. Sometimes you just lose the strike zone and you don't know why.
And I don't think that's what he wanted to do, as the bases are loaded now with still nobody out.
I think he was trying to be a little too fine there, and a walk is the result. Well, the good news is he has a force at every base. The bad news? A single probably drives in a couple of runs.
Digging in once again, Starling Marte. He's got to be looking for vengeance after getting plunked in his last at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, you're not lying. Last time up, squared right in the back. Hopefully it doesn't stiffen up. I want to see if he can get through something right here.
And that one right down Main Street. Nothing in one count. Here it comes. A swing, and he pops him up on the infield, and the infield fly rule will be in effect here.
I can tell you from experience,
Now
bases loaded, nobody out, and you get an infield pop-up, that feels just as good as a strikeout. And now he's just a double play ball away from getting out of this mess.
At the plate, Corey Dickerson. It was a walk in his last trip. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Well hit. Deep down the right field line. Would have been a grand slam if he'd straightened it out. Instead, it's a foul ball. From the belt. Kicks and deals. Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1. 1 run, 5 hits, and 1 error in the contest for the Pirates so far. Grounded to the right. And a diving attempt there by Cano, but he can't pull it in. A base hit. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third. It's now a 2-1 ball game.
Number 5.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%. Not trying to do too much. Able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
In now, Lonnie Chisenhall. No hits to this point. A count of 1-1 to the Pirates' first baseman. Action in the Mets bullpen now. It's both a lefty and a right-hander that start to throw. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, when the pressure starts to intensify, it often feels like the strike zone gets harder and harder to hit. This is a big spot here.
Bases are loaded with only 1 out. Takes that one a little bit low. 3 balls and a strike now.
You fight so hard to get into these type of counts. You can't let this pitch get away from you. You have to keyhole something middle of the plate.
The 3-1. Oh, and it misses. Ball 4, and that will force home a run.
Man, when you're trailing, you hate to give up any runs, but walking one in is especially painful. Now the lead is extended, and a base hit could blow the lid right off this thing.
Now the New York manager's up off the bench on his way to the mound. And a change is in the offing, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll make his way to the dugout after working just 4 1/3, and he just didn't have his best stuff in this one. Seth Lugo is called upon to pitch, really needing that double play ball. Bases are loaded here with only 1 man out.
Lugo.
Francisco Cervelli will be the first to meet him here, and he'll do so in an enviable situation indeed. Bases loaded and only 1 out now. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
I kind of like the aggressive attitude right here. I know he's in a jam. What does he do? He goes to his best stuff, and that's the fastball.
The 0-1 pitch is strike two, swinging.
Usually you see chases outside the zone on off-speed stuff like sliders, breaking balls, and changeups. But to chase a fastball that far outside the zone tells me this hitter's not seeing it well at all.
Here's the 0-2. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. Good work there to prevent any advance. It's 1-2. Still only one out in the inning. And this is swung on and missed. Oh, a huge punch out there as the bases remain loaded with 2 away now.
Big curveball for the strikeout there, and that came after an absolute missile of a fastball. Even if you recognize the breaking ball out of the pitcher's hand, it's so hard for hitters to sit back long enough after they've seen a really good fastball. Only the best can keep their hands back on those.
Into the box now, Gregory Polanco, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike one. Past matchups against Seth Lugo. He's 2 for 4. He's taken him deep once. Moran on third. Dickerson over at second. Chisenhall at first. 2 out in the inning. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2. Lugo, a native of Louisiana, the Bayou State. He was taken in the very late rounds back in 2011.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
The 0-2. Count remains at 0-2. Ready on 0-2. Pitch is popped up, and this is going to wind up a foul ball. Lugo has pitched just under 60 innings and hangs an ERA just a little over 3.5. Hit hard back up the middle. Echeverria to his left. He's there. Throw to second for the force out, and his side is retired. So they wind up with 2 in the inning, but it could have been a lot worse as they leave the bases loaded. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. Bucks out in front, 3-1. Ready for another shot now. Brandon Nimmo. He'll look to light a spark under this lineup that hasn't found the scoreboard since back in the first inning.
Yeah, and for me, the story has been the starting pitching they faced. It's been very difficult to rebound and, quite frankly, dominate after getting roughed up a bit in the first inning of a start. So I'll give him a lot of credit for what he's been able to do.
And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1.
These are huge innings for a team's morale. The pitcher wants to go out and throw that shutdown inning up and get the boys back swinging the bats again with a chance to capitalize and even extend this current lead.
Fastball just a bit low here. He's behind 2-0 now. Two balls and a strike.
Count is 2-1.
Line drive to left. Dickerson is there, and he'll bring this one in.
That's one of those tough luck outs that'll drive you crazy as a hitter. He drove that fastball but couldn't get it down, so he has to take hard contact as a consolation.
Stepping in now, Wilson Ramos. As he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. fouled off. We're in the 6th inning here in a 3-1 ball game. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And foul, though it had the home run distance. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
That's a classic piece of pitching right there. You have to back hitters away from the plate to make them a little bit uncomfortable. Now you can go inside or outside. I like that purpose pitch.
Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
Here's Yoenis Cespedes. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. The 1-0 is a fastball in off the plate for a ball.
Talk about certain guys in the lineup that you want to be really careful with. This guy right here is one of those, and you can tell he's pitching awfully cautiously.
Three and 0 now.
I wouldn't be surprised if he had the green light here. Matter of fact, I know he's got the green light here. He's looking for something set or cut, and he's looking to do damage.
Swinging away and maybe a bit too anxious there. Still ahead in the count, 3-1. 2 out, nobody on. Now here's a check swing, and they appeal down to first. No swing, so that's ball 4.
Now batting, the second baseman.
He almost got him to commit there. As we take another look at it in slow motion, he comes awfully close to breaking that plane, but he was able to hold back. Strong wrist, and he gets a trip to first because of it.
Here comes the second baseman, Robinson Cano, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
We're moving along in this one, heading into the middle innings. This guy continuing to pitch well, and one of the reasons why, first pitch strike ratio over 70% up to this point in this game.
Now a swing and a deep drive to right. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. A 2-run shot here for Robinson Cano, number 14 on the season, and the Mets have come back to tie things at 3.
Well, the lesson here, folks, is you simply cannot give up 2-out walks because they always come back to bite you in the side. That turns what was going to be a real quick inning into one you want to forget real quick.
Standing in now, Jed Lowry.
Jed Lowry.
Ball 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Now the 1-0. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner, and that nearly broke our tie, but instead it's a foul ball. The 1-1 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2.
Obviously not where he wanted that curveball to end up, but I guess it fooled him enough to get the swing and miss. And he lays off it to even the count 2-2.
That's lifted the other way out to left. Dickerson on the move. He makes the catch. What a play on the run to end the inning. But the Mets do strike for two, both coming on this two-run home run. Through 5.5, we're tied now with 3 apiece. Now in the box, Kevin Kramer. He'll lead it off as we start the home sixth.
Shortstop, number 44.
First pitch of the at-bat. Now, oh my, this ball is crushed. Look at it go. Gone. Solo shot to right center. Number 18 for him on the campaign as they take the lead 4-3.
Hey, listen, there's an old adage in baseball that solo home runs won't kill you. This is one of the top hitters in that lineup. So a home run, a solo home run right here, it's not the end of the world. And now it looks like we'll have a pinch hitter here as Melky Cabrera has grabbed a bat and begun to loosen in the on-deck circle. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball one. The average for him sitting at .312 on the season. 10 home runs, 26 RBIs. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. And it looks now like a right-hander's begun to get loose in the Mets bullpen. No outs, nobody on. Two balls and a strike to Melky Cabrera. Line to the right side, but foul. Here now the 2-2 is laid off and the count runs full.
It'd be great right here if he was able to work himself on base. You got the leadoff hitter on deck, and you know the middle of the order's coming up right behind him.
The 3-2 pitch. Popped up. Smith is over and he puts it away for the first out.
Now batting, the second baseman, Adam Frazier.
At the plate, Adam Frazier. First pitch coming. Here it is. Now a breaking ball, but it's low. Grounded up the first baseline, but a foul ball. 1-1. Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he'll try to hold back, but he won't be able to, as that's ruled a swing, and there are 2 away now.
This has not been a weekend to remember for him. He's just been completely lost at the plate, flailing all over the place. Now that's his 6th strikeout of the series. They've really got him figured out.
In now, Colin Moran. Swinging a hard hit ball down the line in right. And that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1 for 3 games so far. And that'll bring in Starling Marte with 2 away.
That's now what we refer to in the biz as a hanger right there. He's lucky he's getting his baseball back.
Into the box, Starling Marte. He grounds it sharply to third. Echeverria backhands it deep in the hole. And no shot to recover on the throw to first. And there are two on as we'll see how this is scored.
So frustrating, Dero. You make a good pitch and you get these guys that can run around and they're fast. You think you have an out, and all of a sudden it turns into an infield single.
Yeah, this is definitely part of his game, the ground attack, Dan. He's a speedster. He's going to get a ton of infield singles, and he knows how frustrated that pitcher is.
Stepping in now, Corey Dickerson, as he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Ready with the 0-1. Well struck, but foul over by the coaching box.
Hey, he looked like he was a little bit out in front on that breaking ball right there. The body can go a little bit. If he was able to keep his hands back a little bit, he might have been able to do some damage with that pitch.
Soft liner to the left side. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 1 in the inning for the Pirates on this solo home run. Bottom third of the order, 7, 8, 9 due up to start the 7th. It's 4-3 Pittsburgh. Back here in Pittsburgh, it's on to the 7th inning with the Pirates leading in this one. But before the inning gets underway, let's check out the game summary to this point. Brandon Maurer is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 38, Brandon Maurer.
Leading off the inning, Dominic Smith, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
The pitch. And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
Great spot with that pitch down and away. He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep hitting that spot.
The windup and the 0-1. And there's ball 1. Maurer, the former Royal, he signed as a free agent with this organization earlier in the season.
Yeah, I know he expected to get a longer-term deal, but these are the facts right now. He is on a 1-year deal, and he is going to have to produce if he is going to get that multi-year he's been looking for come off-season.
Circle change here, but it's taken for ball 2. And some action now in the Pirates bullpen. They've got a lefty and a right-hander up to throw. The 2-1 is laid off of for ball number 3.
Down by a run, your guy needs to get on any way he can. His mentality has to be to shrink this strike zone to like the size of a soup can. No reason to swing at a pitcher's pitch.
Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field.
You can't ask for anything more than getting a leadoff man on right there. It brings the go-ahead run to the plate. He's in position to do some damage. It'd be interesting to see how the manager plays this one.
Here's Echeverria now. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. It was a walk in his last trip. Now the 1-0 is looked at for ball number 2.
I'm seeing him just a little too amped up out there right now. That's common with hard throwers like him. Running a blazing fastball up there is great, but if you can't harness it, what good does it do you?
The 2-0 on the way. And this is a called strike at the letters. Looked like ball 3, but make it 2-1 instead.
We're seeing quite a few pitches up from him right now, and that can obviously be dangerous. A called strike there, but he might need to lower his sights a little bit. A 3-ball, 1-strike count to the Mets shortstop.
And this is down at the knees, but called a strike. Wow, it's 3-2 now.
Plain to see right there that the manager's sticking up for his hitter, making sure that that strike zone gets a little bit tighter. It's tough to cover both sides of the plate, and they both want that strike zone to be shrinked up a little bit.
Here's the payoff pitch. Count remains full. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
Oh, man, he's been absolutely getting overmatched at the plate the last couple of games. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone. So clearly this pitching staff, they figured out how to attack this guy. We'll see if he can make any adjustments.
Todd Frazier will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 21, Todd Frazier.
And a fastball close, but ultimately ruled a ball. 1-0. And he's got that batting lineup near the 300 mark entering play. The 1-0. Fouled away. Had nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1.
Boy, good inside fastball right there. Trying to tie the hitter up, trying to keep him from getting those arms extended. A pitcher's pitch.
Frazier in front, 3 balls and a strike.
Well, he really needs to make this guy swing the bat right here. He's not the type of hitter you want to dance around with.
Smith leads off first with 1 away. And he missed with it. Ball 4. So that means now the potential tying run will move into scoring position at second.
Well, he walked him on 5 pitches, but that last pitch was really good. He missed down, but only by a hair. When a hitter has a 3-1 count, he can wait until he gets a pitch he loves.
Richard Rodriguez comes on to pitch here with 1 man gone in the top of the 7th.
Richard Rodriguez.
Now back to the top of the Mets order, digging in, Juan Lagares. It's been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Hit in the air out toward left. Dickerson's there, and he makes the catch for the 2nd out.
The right fielder, number 9, Brandon Nimmo.
So striding in, Brandon Nimmo, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. He's set. The 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Now Nimmo connects out to deep right field. And as Mets fans have heard before, that ball's out of here. So a 3-run shot to right center field. 8th home run on the season for him, and it's now 6-4.
Yep, this is why you just can't rely on one pitch. These are the best hitters in the world. And when they know what's coming, they're going to jump all over it, just like he did there.
Standing in now, Wilson Ramos.
Wilson Ramos.
As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
This is what every pitcher likes to have. Another 0-2 count really puts the hitters on a defense.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. But the Mets strike for 3, all coming courtesy of this 3-run home run. Get up and stretch. It's the Mets 6 and the Buccos 4. Justin Wilson gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Justin Wilson.
Into the box, Lonnie Chisenhall. No hits to this point.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
The cutter runs outside, ball 1. And he lays off a fastball here that looked pretty good, but it's 2-0. Wilson, once a member of the Chicago Cubs organization, he became a member of this team after signing as a free agent earlier this season.
Yeah, he didn't have an opportunity to really get acclimated to this ball club. Showing up during the season is not always easy, opening the doors to a big league clubhouse and trying to get to know your teammates. The best way to get to know them is to go out and produce.
The 2-1 home is in off the plate.
Hey, leading off an inning in this situation, 3 balls on you. You have to know that a solo shot's not tying this game up. You have to find a way to get on base any way possible.
And that misses, ball 4. It's a leadoff walk to start the home 7th.
Yeah, that strategy is great when it works, but when it doesn't, it's ugly. And he was here to face one guy, and he couldn't get it done.
So a runner at first now with nobody out, and that'll bring up the right-handed hitting Francisco Cervelli. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And a fastball's off the plate away. It's ball 1. Chisenhall gets his lead at first, nobody out. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field.
Now batting, right fielder, Gregory Polanco.
So a crucial moment here, and standing in, Gregory Polanco. But a single here could reduce the deficit to only 1. From the belt, the pitch. Showing bunt here, but he takes ball 1.
It's a great job right there to pull that one back, make the count 1-0, and get this defense on its heels a little bit. The number one thing, if you're going to be a good bunter, you have to get strikes.
And he pulls back the bunt attempt, 2-0.
Well, on the mound, he hasn't looked comfortable since the moment he came in out of the pen. Just not fluid with his delivery at all.
He pulls this one into right. Nimmo is there, and he has it for the out. And he'll move up to third now. Runners at the corners here with 1 away.
Good read there at second base to know he could make it to third on the flyout. Now he's only 90 feet away with 1 out.
In now, Kevin Kramer, and their runners at the corners now.
The last at bat, Matty V, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
First delivery to him on the way. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball one.
First and third, you know he's going to do everything he can on the mound to roll up a double play ball. On the other side, he's got to be looking for a mistake up in the zone that he can drive in the air and pick up a sac fly at the very least.
The 1-1 home is a swinging strike on the sinker.
With 2 strikes and the runners at the corners, this is a big pitch coming up. Got to execute and hope to either get a strikeout or a double play ball to help you get out of this thing.
Working for the punch out and the offering, but gloved by the third baseman for the out.
Now batting, the pitcher, Richard Rodriguez.
Paul Sewald trots in from the bullpen now here as he inherits a tough spot with 2 on and 2 away.
51, Paul Sewald.
Elias Diaz will see what he can do off the bench as he'll bat with runners at the corners and 2 gone here. And it's fouled away. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. Swing and a miss as he pulled the string on him. 1-2. There's ball 2 as the slider dips below the zone. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. Soft grounder left side. Oh, and trouble there for Lowry. And that's going to bring in the run from third, and just like that, it's back to a 1-run ball game.
Yeah, and with 2 outs, the pitcher was mentally in the dugout already. Now he's got to regroup and find a way to get out of this. Hard not to feel for the guy.
Into the box now, Adam Frazier, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. The 1-0. And this winds up inside for a ball. 2-0 now. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
2 on, 2 out with a base open here. As a pitcher, you have to be awful careful. You just don't want to groove something here and give this guy a pitch that he can hit one out of the park on.
3 balls, no strikes. 3-1.
3-1 with 2 on, and this is where you got to be geared up for something to drive. I don't think you can just groove him one right here. You still have to try to make a competitive pitch.
Big spot. 2 out, possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. And he misses ball 4. So now that potential tying run scoots up 90 feet to third base.
Man, the pitcher's wondering how he didn't get that call. Busted him inside on a 3-1 count. The ump thought it was just a tad off the plate. Tough to get the benefit of the doubt from the umpire when you fall behind in a count like that, though.
Ready once again, Colin Moran, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Here comes the first pitch. In there, strike one.
Hey, I don't have a problem with him taking a pitch right there. It's a good opportunity to see what he's got. Also a good opportunity to see if he's going to be pounding the strike zone.
Takes a pitch high and away for ball one. To 1-2 now. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. There's a shin-high slider laid off for a ball.
Well, this has been a long inning already, and I know he doesn't want it to get any longer. I expect a challenge pitch right here.
Payoff pitch on its way. And he fouls this one off. Big spot. 2 out, possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Count still full, 3-2. He's set. The 3-2. Line to the right side. Nimmo is there to make the catch, and a great job of pitching as they strand the potential tying run at third. So 1 run, 1 hit, 1 error in the inning, and they leave the bases loaded. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. It's the Mets 6 and the Pirates 5. Felipe Vasquez has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 73.
Digging in now, Yoenis Cespedes. He'll have a new pitcher waiting for him as we begin their half of the 8th.
You know, Madden, every team has that one guy, and Yoenis Cespedes is that guy for the Mets. Completely changes that complexion of that Mets betting order.
First offering on its way, and a strike called at the letters. Looked high to me, but it's 0-1. Pitch on the way. Hit on the ground to third. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
The batter, number 24, second baseman, Robinson Cano.
The second baseman, Robinson Cano, will stand in again as we flash you back to the middle innings here. This was a big blow, a 2-run home run that really got his guys going. Cano waits on the first pitch. In there, and it's 0-1. The 0-1. Clearly off with his timing on that one, a swinging strike. One out, nobody on. Another 0-2 home. Takes something off, but it's 1-2 now. The 1-2 pitch.
That's ball.
Inside and a hair low. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here now the 2-2 is swung on and missed. Strike 3.
The third baseman, number 4, Jed.
Digging in, Jed Lowry. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. From the stretch. Maybe a little jumpy there as he swings through the fastball.
Well, these hitters can expect to see a heavy dose of that big fastball from this reliever. It's a major part of his arsenal.
0-1. Here's the pitch. Fouled off. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. That misses. 1-2.
Pretty standard fastball right there. 0-2. Now he's changed the eye level of the batter so he can start working something in like an off-speed curveball down in the zone.
Ball 2.
Well, all of the umpires in the seats thought that was strike 3, and they weren't far off, but I think that was a good call. Looked to be just a bit outside.
Here now the 2-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. 2 out, nobody on. Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. Cervelli recovers, and the throw to first ends the inning. Mets go down 1-2-3 as it remains a 6-5 ball game. Luis Avilan is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 43, Luis Avilan.
So stepping in, Starling Marte. He'll see what he can do leading off the home 8.
Starling Marte.
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
That's a ball.
And he takes ball 1. And now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Try to bunt for a base hit here as he gets this one down. But a foul ball, 1-1. The 1-1. Hit in the air toward the gap in right center. Lagares will back up and put this away for a long out, number 1.
Now batting, left fielder, Corey Dickerson.
Digging in, Corey Dickerson. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. He's set. Here it comes. And that misses inside. 1-0. Now a hard liner toward short. Oh, and this kicks right off of him.
Pitcher went to the well one too many times. Back-to-back fastballs. Hitter was able to keep his hands through, deliver a nice line drive.
In now, Lonnie Chisenhall, as he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. The 0-1 delivery. Popped up. Cano waits on it. And that's the second out of the inning.
Now batting, catcher, Francisco.
So a pivotal moment here, and digging in now, Francisco Cervelli. And he does so representing the possible go-ahead run. Here's the first pitch to him. Right there for strike one.
0-1's the count.
Dickerson leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. And they go right after him here as he swings and misses. Strike two.
In today's game, if you're not disciplined for striking out, why would you change your approach with 2 strikes right here? Expect this guy to try and drive the baseball right here.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Got him. And he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time. Pirates leave 1. This one remains close. It's 6-5. Edgar Santana enters from the pen to start the 9th inning, as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. Coming to the plate now, Dominic Smith. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game.
Number 22, Dominic Smith.
First offering on its way. This ball's hit in the air down the right side and out of play. 0-1. And he can't get out of the way there, so the leadoff man will be aboard to open up the inning.
Well, when you hear people talk about the unwritten rules of baseball, I think we just saw a perfect example of that. You hit one of mine, and I'm going to hit one of yours. Always been that way, and probably always will be, even though they've tried to crack down on that kind of stuff recently.
Stepping in now, Adeiny Echeverria, as he'll take a look at ball 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Looked like that one tied him up a bit. A swing and a miss. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
Yeah, Matty, I'm going to need a better approach out of the 8-hole hitter. He's hitting in the bottom of the order for a reason. He's got to be willing to work the count, grind it, get this pitch count up, and get on for the boys in front of him.
A bouncer up the middle. Step on the bag for 1. On to first, and they get them both.
Now good pitch on the ground ball there, and an even better job up the middle to take it himself and turn 2. Pretty smooth.
Rajay Davis will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty.
Rajay Davis.
Ball 1.
Count 1-0.
And he falls behind now, 2-0.
Not a great spot to be in right here, 2-0, but I'm not so sure why he's pitching this guy so cautiously. A bottom of the order guy you don't normally see getting pitched like this.
The 2-0 is a fastball that misses.
Well, I'll tell you, from where I'm sitting, it looks like he's starting to rush his delivery out there. Someone needs to remind him to stay back and let his arm get out front.
That's in there. 3-1.
4 pitches, all takes. He's showing a lot of patience here.
And I like that from a guy like him, Matty. He can do a lot of damage on the base pass with his legs, so there's no reason for him to get overly aggressive if he's not getting anything to handle.
Count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Crowd gets up for the 3-2. Struck him out, so it remains a 1-run lead as they head in for their final set of swing. Nothing doing for the Metropolitans. They lead it, however, it's 6-5. Edwin Diaz takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
Number 39, Edwin Diaz.
Stepping in, Gregory Polanco. He'll start things out against the closer, Edwin Diaz.
Hey, not an easy thing to do to try to come back and tie a game or take the lead off of a guy like this, one of the game's elite closers.
Comes set, and the 0-1 is swung on and missed for strike number 2.
It's becoming more and more common in today's game to see relievers like this that can run it up there close to 100 miles per hour. But it's so fun to watch it. He blew it right by him there.
Ready on 0-2. Fouled away. Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. 1 away. So the leadoff man gone to start the top of the 9th as we take a look at league saves leaders entering play. And as you see, he's up near the top, currently tied for 2nd in that category in the National League. Standing in, Kevin Kramer. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. First delivery to him on the way. Tight break with the slider there, catches the inside for a strike. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Fastball taken inside for a ball. 2-1 now. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
Well, you have to feel pretty confident about the way this one's going to end up as a manager. 2 hitters, 2 strikeouts from the closer. There's not a whole lot more he can do to instill confidence that he's going to wrap this thing up without any problem.
Eric Gonzalez will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
Number 2, Eric Gonzalez.
Right down Broadway that time. Strike 1. Tying run at the plate, the 0-1. Swing and a miss, and they're up against it now as they're down to their final strike of the afternoon.
You go down 0-2 to a guy with this type of arsenal, man, you got to step out of the box, clear your head, and just fight.
Fans on their feet in a one-run ball game in the last of the ninth. Pittsburgh down to their last strike. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Well, it's getting more and more common in baseball now these days to use a ton of pitchers to get through a game, and it took 6 here to get the job done, but hey, they'll do whatever they can to get a W.
A one-run game, 6-5 the final today. New York jumped ahead in the 7th inning and never gave the lead back. Seth Lugo earns his 3rd win of the year in relief. Edwin Diaz closes the door for the save, number 38. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
The final line score for this afternoon's ball game. For the victorious New York Mets, 6 runs, 4 hits, 1 error. They left 4 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 31 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
You can bring what you got, I'm going to the top.